2 tasks today on Fortitude through Stoicism, and this is my 365-day journey of implementing the ancient philosophy of Stoicism into the life of this modern masculine man. Yesterday I touched on this a little bit because yesterday I was talking about the fountain of goodness, and I kind of went down this rabbit hole of what I've been struggling with or implementing into my life lately. And in my occupation, I'd let some of the noise, the external noise, get in and distract me, and let my internal noise get too loud so I could not focus and execute the way that I want to. Let me explain. But first, the quote from Epictetus: "Slave earned his freedom, became an educator." What then makes a person free from hindrance and self-determining? Well, wealth doesn't, neither does high office, whether it be state or kingdom. Rather, something else must be found. In the case of living, it is the knowledge on how to live. So Ryan Holiday contends that Stoics see that we have 2 essential tasks in life. The first is to be a good person, virtue above all else. And that's why we talk about the justice scale and critical thinking. But the second is what they say to pursue your occupation that you love. I don't like occupation. I want to replace that with purpose. Be a good person and pursue your purpose. Everything else is a waste of energy and squandering your potential. So Ryan asks, how does one do that? It's certainly a tougher question. But the philosophy we see from the Stoics, and here's where I'm going with my point. The philosophy we see from the Stoics makes it very simple. Say no to distractions, no to destructive emotions, and no to outside pressure, external sources. So if you ask yourself, what is it that only I can do? What is the best use of my very limited time on this planet? So I'm going to shift again, because again, this is about the practical implementation of this philosophy into my life. Modern life, okay. I am a high-level project manager, business consultant in the small to medium-sized business consulting space. And I say it's collectively a bunch of companies that I represent. And every day projects come out, and based on your ranking nationally, you get to draw. And for me, I have a director who draws my jobs. It's based on your ranking. So right now, I'm currently ranked 24th in the nation. And I got a call from somebody who's a little bit further up the food chain from me. And he was complaining about the ranking system and how he's been doing this for 5 years and he hasn't made up any ground. And he believed that there was some bias and he didn't like the KPIs that they were using. And every time he opened his mouth, I'm like, that's the internal noise. That's the internal noise. What he's doing is he let all of the external noise. So for me, we have business analysts that go in before us. They analyze the business. They find all these different problems, right? And it's my job as the doctor, if you will, to bring that business back to life, okay? So I take all this information, do a big discovery with the client, and then I got to figure out a way to make it happen. Because again, if you run your business in the ground, there's normally not a lot of money, right? So a lot of these high-level rescues are very creative. A lot of moving pieces. It takes a special kind of person to do this. The reason why I say that is when I started thinking about the noise, I'm going to tell you what that noise looks like. You're like, what does that mean, Shawn? Okay. travel all hours of the night. So again, you get in that mindset, oh, this is bullshit. I'm up until 3 o'clock in the morning. Then I got to be ready at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's noise, right? That's noise. If you take out the illusion that there's a 24-hour clock and that there's 7 days a week, I don't do that anymore. I don't care about tomorrow. I don't know what's on tomorrow's schedule or the day after or the day after. I don't look at my calendar. And in fact, I don't have any notifications on my calendar. I don't care. Well, that's rather irresponsible of you, Mr. O'Neill. Well, here's what I've done. Instead of worrying about tomorrow or the next day or the thing on the schedule at the end of that next day, what I've done is I've put all that energy into right now. What do I have to do to execute the very highest level that I am capable of? And that is the question, because that is a self-determining limitation. I just ask myself, what am I capable of? I have no fucking idea what I'm capable of. So you have to take that and throw that in the garbage. That's noise. If you start asking yourself what your limitations are, that's fucking noise. Take that shit, put it in the trash. That's noise. If someone else is telling you your limitations, or they're complaining, or they're making excuses or pointing blame, that's external noise. And the reason why that's dangerous is that shit is contagious. It's like fucking, I don't know, monkeypox or some shit. You go near, you just get all kinds of crazy shit going on. So what I do is I say no to distractions. Why do I say no to distractions? And this is good or bad, right? And this is the things that I like and the things that I don't like. Things that I do like. The attention of beautiful women. The attention of beautiful women that have amazing character and amazing minds. Oh my God. I'm weak. I am absolutely putty in their hands. I know this about myself. That is a distraction. That is why I'm not on social media. I don't even have the passwords to get into my social media. None of them. Because I know that was a limitation. Boom, that shit's gone, right? Destructive emotions. As I disclosed, or maybe I didn't, I can't remember because I've only told a couple people. But yes, I am high masking. I am high functioning ASD. Emotional regulation has always been a struggle for me. Why do you think over a year ago I decided that I needed to go to work on myself? This entire pursuit of Stoicism is because I noticed a chink in my character. And listen, I accept the fact that I have what others would consider a disability or a disorder. Fuck you, it's a superpower to me, so that's your limitation, okay? So first I cut out the distractions, which again for me is social media, the attention of females, right? Cutting out these destructive emotions. That's why I'm doing Stoicism. Emotional regulation. I want to be void. Not true. I want to accept the emotions and just let them go. Understand what it is. Accept it. And then move on. Lastly, outside pressure. Spouses, friends, colleagues. None of that shit matters. None of that shit matters. So it's very simple. Stoics believe you have two tasks. One, be a good human. And if you struggle with that, there's a lot of people that will help you. Number two, pursue your purpose and execute with absolutely everything that you have. That's how you get happiness. That's how you get fulfillment. If you're not going down that lane, that's why you're not liking your life. That's why you have to drink. That's why you have to medicate. That's why you have to binge eat. That's why you have to engage in mischievous behavior. When you are fulfilling your purpose and your passion, you are in alignment. That's where the happiness comes from. It's when you try and white knuckle away from what you're supposed to be and who you're supposed to be. So guys, 2 tasks, and then I got to get to it. The first is being a good human. That's a work in progress. That's an everyday mission. And the second is pursue your purpose with reckless abandon. And I do mean reckless abandon. And on that, we're out of here.